What superpower would you want? Would you want invincibility? Would you want to be able to fly? Um, would you want to be able to control the aspects of nature, fire, water, earth, air? Uh, what would you want? I'm kind of curious, so write it down and tell me. I personally uh, really like the idea of invisibility. I find that kind of interesting just because I'm me, and it just sounds like a neat thing to have, to be able to choose when people can see me and when they can't. Um, the other one I would want, I call anonymity. Anonymity. I don't know if I said that right the first time. But I would want basically to be able to go into a room, influence the room, say what needs to be said, follow the spirit, and then walk out of the room. Everybody forget me, but the influence remain. Now, I thought of this well before I saw the Doctor Who episode with the creatures that basically do that, except they were bad creatures. But that's what I would want, because I feel like I kind of have already lived it. I've moved 50 times. Yeah, a lot for somebody my age. And with all that moving, that's kind of what I've done. I've been in somebody's life for 5 minutes. I've followed the spirit and done what I needed to do for them, and then left and was forgotten. And the influence of the spirit remained. To be honest, that's kind of, I have yet to meet somebody besides my family and my children who that wasn't the case with. I have a few people who I have bonded with and really become great friends with, and they've been a huge part of my life over the years, but maybe a handful, just not very many. And everybody else, it was kind of out of sight, out of mind. Said what I said, and then I moved on. Unfortunately, this also includes just about every romantic relationship I've ever had. And that's okay, because at least I'm fulfilling a purpose, motivating them to, I don't know, get out of whatever rut they were in, to keep them from being ready. That was keeping them from being ready for whatever is next. Well, I'm glad I can be that catalyst. It gets painful, but at least with anonymity, I'd be able to choose that, and it wouldn't necessarily be, thrust upon me. Well, this kind of brings me to another concept, and that is strength and weakness. I tend to be a very strong woman. I think the trials made me strong. I don't necessarily think that I was strong when the trial started. Had I been given the trials of the last few years 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been strong enough for them. So I think the trials are what made me strong. And I think that everybody can be. It's just not everybody chooses to be. And the reason I know that is because I've never in my life, more than last year, for a period of about 3 or 4 months, and then the last couple of days, I've never before really wanted to just give up and to let it all be over. Because for me, I keep thinking that I'm going to be blessed with something that will make up for everything I've been through. And then when I think I'm getting that, and then that's taken away, I get really stressed out. And, well, the point being that I just, I should be stronger. I can be stronger. We all can be. I take things personally, and as soon as I get selfish, as soon as I get self-centered and say, where are my blessings? Where are the things to make up for what I've been through? I start to get weak again. That doesn't mean it just goes away as soon as I realize that, and I have to work on it. But that's, of course, where it comes back to what I've said in the past about serving people. When things feel like they can't get any worse, get out of yourself. And of course, referring to previous posts, mind the edges of your scene. Get out from under your weight and go carry somebody else's for a little while, and yours just won't seem as heavy. And that strength, that will buoy you. It's sometimes really difficult for me because I feel like I'm here telling people what I'm learning, and I'm still learning. But I think that's kind of the point. Just know that those whom I have loved with all my heart. Those who have felt my love, you're feeling my love, but you're really feeling the love of your Heavenly Father, because I'm not strong enough to love everybody as much as He does. I don't know how yet. And eventually I will learn that, but probably not in this lifetime. But I do want you to know that your Heavenly Father loves you. And if I can be but a single moment in your life to share that with you, to influence you, to guide you and strengthen you, even if I know I'm going to be forgotten, I'm glad for that moment. And sometimes it's harder than others, but that's between me and the Lord. In the meantime, you and your relationship with your Heavenly Father, if I can help in that way at all, I will. I hope that made sense. Don't forget to send me what superpower you want, and have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.